So yeah, we okay, that looks a lot better since I changed the gamma. It isn't all like washed out and like hurting my eyes. Holy shit, I didn't realize the gamma was that big a deal. So apologies for the first like 6 episodes of the YouTube version where like the gamma is on full accidentally. Alright, so we gotta go to the get parts for the radiator array, keep the ground breaker from overheating. It sounds easy. Let's go. Sounds like a good time will be had. I don't know everybody else, but like with the whole changing of seasons coming up, like I have been either very lethargic or just not energized enough. I don't know what it is. I know where spring is coming up and all. Jeez.
Who there? Hey, McBride, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
How can I talk to you?
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames. It's nothing personal. Promise.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
J.J. Abrams
Came
lens
with the
flare?
crew. Welcome. We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
We don't have enough for the intimidate or the persuade. Just exploring. Put that down before we incinerate the whole deck.
I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice.
I'm just here for some parts. Jean-Lay sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew.
So I can grab the part then?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
665 bits, how's that?
Tribute it is. And ain't this just a royal sum?
Don't we need those bits, Captain? To buy the key from the lady?
The principles of the universe dictate that sometimes we must appease others to keep from being roasted alive.
You got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts. My crew won't get in your way.
Something else.
Lay it on me, boss.
How'd you
I'm
wind
good
up?
for it.
Yeah, how did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Sounds a lot like what happened to us.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
Alright, be seeing you.
You can come and go in my little kingdom. Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
Duly noted. How much money do we have left, though? Yeah, we have plenty of bits, so I'm not like that worried.
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. We'll cut them off.
That shit. They'll end up as
What do you think you're doing?
It's just leaving.
Don't make me warn you again.
Oops. Did not mean to steal that. I don't even know where we're going.
Birthday.
Oh, yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Fuck your birthday. Okay, this is just... Okay, it's just a dead end. We can't... Okay. Steel? Yep. Okay. We don't want to do that. Pick up versus steel, so we'll pick it up. Those two are steel. Oh.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
Hi, I was frozen for a lot longer. Did they say I was frozen for like 70 years? I feel like they said I was frozen for like 70 years. I forget. Either way, it was a long time that I was frozen. I was frozen today. Understand that reference? You are very, very needy. Okay. Fuck is that part? Excuse me. Coming through.
You get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a good name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. What do you think?
Are they really pulling that if you name it, you have it's a harder time to like deal with? Oh, there. Okay.
You've been
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Right. I get the feeling there's more we can do here, though. Riker. I don't know, I just get the feeling that like this stuff we could be doing.
Back bays are all the home we had. And the only home.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
What brings you to the back bays?
Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators. McRed got me all distracted sucking fumes and talking about the cosmos.
Youth these days have no principles.
Hey, shut up.
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things, so maybe I ought to lay off the fumes and head back to work.
Yeah, I came to grab some radiator parts. Janine could use your help installing them.
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Thanks.
It's possible I've had too many mushrooms.
But still, like I said, it's just... Can I take anything? Yes, I can. Okay. It's fine that they're letting me take the robot parts, but not anything else.
Everyone get branded when they join you.
The price was canvas.
We got another complaint.
What's with the
People
glowy
find
shit?
worms in their shrooms.
Mycologist. Alright, I think mycology is the study of mushrooms and fungi. I could be wrong. When I set out on the groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling. They just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. Suppose it could be worse? Heard of a sublight contractor who got dissolved into chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lila. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me. Calls me his fungus lad. Update: McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit, shit, shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. Ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment.
Aw, they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. Swarm fixation.
Okay.
It's possible I've had too many mushrooms.
These guys are just all high as fuck. Well, they do say when you have nothing to gain or nothing to lose, you kind of just like default to whatever takes the pain away. Shrooms would be a good go-to. Especially since it's like easily grown. Alright, we got the thing. Let's go talk. Let's get the hell back up there. The dissident hunter. Ooh, I'll fight him. Do it. I'm very dissenting, at least towards capitalism. Pinpoint time you can block. Your block can stagger the enemy. Ooh. Ugh. When I remember, this game is a really short story, so I'm kind of like unsure how much I'm doing at a time. Oh, never mind. Wait. So yeah, I can take anywhere between 15 to 40 hours to beat this entire game, depending on what type of game. It depends on like what we do.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I got the parts. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering.
Okay.
Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Define slight.
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle. We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
I'll make my way down.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
You know what? I kind of hope Junlei and Navarre to become a couple. They just seem so wholesome. Workbench discovered where? Where did I walk by a workbench? Oh, did. Is there anything I can upgrade? I install mods? Sure, put to that. Nothing. Nothing. Nope, okay. You know a game is good or bad based on its elevator music.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Preserve the radiation. You don't need to kill the mantillae, but
They were destined to die. Plasma glands. I wonder what that does.
Got 'em all.
Okay. Keep going.
good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are confused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
You heard him. Pick off what we need to, but also be careful along the way. Shooting. It's one down. Good. I hope they're not being stupid. They're probably being stupid. Yep, he's being stupid. Leave it to the preacher to be, you know. The fuck.
Eliminated.
For now, we're good. Just, you know, little hiccup. That weapon parts. Nice. Another the combat drone. I don't know how I feel about the fact that all the bins are pretty much empty. Like, disconcerting, but also terrifying. Okay, I think this was where we came in. Yeah, okay. We just couldn't go that way. Gotcha. Cool. Cycled. Yeah. Cobbled together. Staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we got to mend. Groundbreaker's bones. In any case, can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. That's not good. Lithium droplet radio array. Found some of Chief Goyling's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing because she's spent half of her career patching it up. Lots of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found a layout of the hangar that doesn't match any of my docs. Something may have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. That's concerning. Like, extremely concerning, actually. Minus 20 on vendor prices, tactical time dilation meter max, damage when alone, nope. Walk speed, sprint speed, weapons, ooh. Canyon crit chance, armor rating, additional ammo stock vendors, consumables on the vendors. We want the carrying capacity. Let us keep as much as we can. You level up? Didn't either. Let's go.
Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Yeah, you're damn right it does. Thankfully, we're just taking, you know, knickknacks. Though it stands to argue, if we didn't need the company to fix the ship, will that come back to bite the crew? Because the company is not going to like that we pretty much said, yeah, we don't need you, fuck off. Advanced logs of transmissions, arrival confirmation to HHB Earth HQ transmitted via probe archived at source. It is my honor to report that the Groundbreaker successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies in the intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that the stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I close this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure at Halcyon's corporate entities, period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before we ever set foot on the ship. Anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to Tennyson. We're a family operation, even when the last Tennyson falls. Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. Well, that's interesting. Sounds to me like there's some problems.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now. Lots of good people can rest easy because of you.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime.
You are so...
Tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Your thoughts on the Philosophist? No. You know what? No. We'll deal with it all later.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt the regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate...
My boards are returning to green.
Good.
What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Happy to help.
If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
Nice. 3,000. Wow. You don't have a lot of faith in the board, do you?
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
How do you keep the board at a safe distance?
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
All right.
You got my attention.
What's it like being command around here?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand.
The ship's a family business.
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gang, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from chief engineer to captain.
They must have been amazing people to have taught you all you know, I mean, which is a lot.
That means a lot coming from a fellow engineer.
Was it a big change, the transition?
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
Bavardi here could always help shoulder some of the burden.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I'm really just a dab hand with a wrench. Nothing special. Not like a chief engineer.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker on Groundbreaker. Just someone who knows how a ship ought to feel. We're always thirsting for help. If you could find your way around this labyrinth of ducts and panels, we could work something out.
Aren't you a little young to be training a successor?
You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Gotcha.
You've got my attention.
Either she's gonna be the successor, or she's gonna be like the girlfriend. I don't know.
This is Halcyon News.
Either or. I feel like Pavardi would be really cool to not inherit, but like partake. Find Captain Irion on Cilia. Dr. Dorset said that. Oh, right. Acquire the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mention rumors of from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Okay, where's that? All right, let's go find that. If we can. That might be in the yeah, I'm starting to think that's in the, what's it called?
Got it. Inside voices.
I am just looking around because I have no fucking idea what might be around here. Hello. Barred door, interesting. This one barred? Nope.
We move cargo 16 hours a day, and half of us still can't afford a bed.
Mechanicals all over, but they still got us sweating to move boxes.
Media circus surrounds circus time clowns. The politics of Tossball have grown increasingly turbulent of late, with circus time clowns trading out every single member of the team. Asked to comment on the upheaval, the Owners' League released a statement saying that the clowns' failure to reach the finals was a deciding factor in the organizational rearrangement. When questioned about the values of this overhauled team, a representative from the clowns stated that their goals remain the same as ever: toss, ball, win, repeat. Okay. Chairman salutes Earth Minister Clark. Chairman Rockwell took time out of his busy schedule today to talk to us about Minister Clark and his impact on the colony. Working with Minister Clark has been truly wonderful these past 8 years. His predecessor did a fine job, but Clark's brilliance cannot be overstated. The early retirement program is just the latest in a long line of initiatives he has spearheaded that will ensure Halcyon continues to be the envy of all of the outer colonies. We couldn't agree more, Mr. Chairman. Rest and go keycard? Okay. Get rid of those. Or not. Oh, it's on the unreliable. Okay. Womp womp. Convince Udom to clear Jesse's debts. The empty locate secure. That's the one I was looking for. That one takes us in here. Let me in.
Great work. There it is. Just.
Eject docking records, data cartridge, confiscated goods. Detain a freelancer who's cagey about his business, confiscated his personal belongings while he waited questioning. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop, metal bead, and prayer beads. Okay. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds, generous one too, negotiate with the usual finder's fee. Then give Lila her salvage, brawl, last hope, blah blah blah. Nothing good, okay.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Well, that's good. Glad I could have helped. Give the data cartridge to Vika. Boy.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined
Cheney?
the Sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
We hesitated. Becker, what are you not telling us?
Oh, it's nothing. I suppose I really didn't have much faith in actually finding him. Was a bit of a long shot, wasn't it?
Seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Alright. Again, he's hiding something. Just a matter of what. What's this one? Ada suggests the ship's former captain may have kept information. Right, I can't go back on the ship though yet. So convince Udom, Bradford to clear Jesse's debts. But Jesse's not a companion. I feel like I need to go see Udom anyway. Okay, how do I get up with it? Getting bad. What do you got?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? Ah, that's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Just weapon mods? Okay. Components used to repair. I have 4,600 bits? Shit. Okay. Mag 2. Stendo sight. Fun times barrel. Increased critical chance. Mr. Power for a melee. Sure grip. Restricted stock. Interesting. What's this? Grenade launcher. Shit. Okay. Tactical shotgun. Ooh. Hunting rifle. Ooh. Okay, but have a hunting rifle? When did I get a hunting rifle? I don't remember getting one. Stun baton. Sentry saber. Yeah, that moment I don't remember getting half of this crap. plasma rifle, sentry saber. It's a pristine one. Bam. Riot control armor, rebuilt mining gear. Oh, these are things I can sell. Yeah, fuck this. Bam, 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 bam. And those. Use more ammo, so... we can afford it. Yeah, you're not charging too much. Repair, please. Definitely repair. And repair. Still 3,000? Shit, okay. Thanks. Swap. Right. This way? Maybe? I don't know. Was I supposed to do that? I don't fucking know. Probably not, but you know. What are they gonna do? Arrest me? Hello, sneaking and stealing stuff. I will say I dislike that, unlike Fallout where all the items are in, like, containers I can just open up and take from, them putting stuff randomly on containers makes it so irritating to go take from. Come on. So it's got an automatic zoom, I guess that's good.
Hello? Is someone there? Help. Here we go.
I feel like this would be something that they would have to clear up sooner than later. Like, this is just an infestation that's out of control. Come on. Ooh. Definitely did not have a good go of it. Nothing out there? Probably not.
Overflowed on me at least twice.
What?
You're fast.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief?
I don't even want to know.
You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with an overflowing toilet.
How did you...
Thanks again, friend.
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized rust bucket? Something broke. Well, actually, two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed. When I came to clean that up, the damn door decided to close and lock on me. Time stood still. I was aware of nothing but the smell. Ugh, could have been days. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song is gonna have my ass for wage theft.
Good luck out there, bro. Just, yeah, good luck. I'm not getting in the middle of that mess. I mean, we did a good deed. I'm not going to charge him to save him from that mess, but nope. We accidentally saved a guy. It all worked out in the end. Fuck did that?
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where does it all go?
We'll go find out. I'd much rather not, though. And if anyone is against finding out, I'm fine with that.
Nicely done.
Am I sneaking around places I shouldn't be? Probably.
Income.
Did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we're good. I mean, we did just deal with all those animals. It's only fair. Like, whoever we're taking this from, we could make the argument that the animals took it. That is, if we're ever asked. Okay, back we go.
Keep him quiet, Cap.
Just found some tartar sauce. That's sellable. Go talk to these Halcyon dudes.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Again,
You'd think the board and its agents would be more content, sitting at the top of the system's food chain as they are.
Auntie Cleo, because she remembers you.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
So... yeah. Why is my ship impounded?
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells, he tells me he will soon. I impound his ship, he explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go.
Thrilling. About my ship, though.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why are you so interested in Wells?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
Why do you think I'd know anything about him?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Never mentioned him.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What's this about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Stop playing coy.
I don't intend to be. It's just a matter of trust.
How can I... Fine, have it your way.
I hope you don't take my reticence the wrong way. I shouldn't have said anything. Now, how might I assist you?
About Jessie Doyle. I want to settle her debt.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. But I don't like that at all. How much is it?
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
You're charging this much for emotional anguish. Really?
I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this difficult time.
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually constitutes extreme anguish. For the good of his understanding, of course.
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force.
I mean, we have the amount. Like, we could just... Yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna pay it.
I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Yeah, we're leaving. Okay, so... Okay, we can get rid of that. And I'm not keeping Wells safe out of the goodness of my heart. It's more, I don't know exactly who I side with yet. So I'm not gonna turn in anyone too soon.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jessie. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Are you saying you'll work for me just because I helped Jessie?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
What exactly did Jessie do for you?
She helped me win a bet.
What was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
Don't tell me you tried.
What can I say? Something about people telling me I can't do a thing that just makes me itch to prove them wrong. And, as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jessie hadn't picked it off.
So she saved your life.
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Welcome aboard, Ellie.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Vicar, head back. I'll catch up with you later.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself while I'm gone, then. Yikes. Okay, also, I got some points. Gonna spend them. 40, 25. 25. Let's do the last 3 points for 1, 1, and 1. All right, let's see. 1 perk, automatically base health. Let's see, what can we give her for gear? I want to swap the goggles, though. Auto mag pistol, alright. Officers, we're going to leave your weapons as they are, I think, for now. For now. Ravati, I want to swap your hammer. Didn't I upgrade yours? 54. Swapping the hammers. $16 versus 5. It's lower in defense, but actually pristine. It's an engineering. Ooh. That gives us engineering bonus, so that's a better one. I much prefer that one. Alright, Vicar Max has tracked the Scholar to a rented domicile in Fallbrook on Monarch. Take Max to... Okay, so we don't have to do that for a while. Got it. Acquire science weapon on the Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mention rumors of the Groundbreaker for scientists to another... Okay, Captain... No, not that one. Thanks for the introduction. Nope, that's not it. So I guess we can head back to the ship. Let's go do that really quick and talk to Pravati about her crush.
Rep's office used to be in the docking bays.
As well, see if we can get anything out of Ellie regarding, you know, anything. Just want to see.
Hey, that pad down there.
Hey, we can head back onto the ship. Nice.
Hey, you got a second?
What's up?
Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
Pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
All right. Why should I hire you?
You're serious? You're giving me a shot? All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech, just in case you asked.
Yes, you gave a
Hey
speech.
There. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
I'm enjoying this. Go on.
Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion.
I'm sorry. He's funny.
No, that was good. That was good.
Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress. Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together.
I thought that was real good, Felix.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Am I in?
You know what? He's got moxie. And also, he made Pavarti laugh, so he has bonus points. How about an interview?
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
What's your biggest flaw? No, I would never ask that of anyone, because...
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust? Maybe with a little cream on top? Classic.
I feel like I know who that is. Hold on. Felix, voice actor. Outer World. I know that voice. Who is he? I know that voice. Are you any... You know what? You're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
Don't make me regret it. He sounds like Eric from, See you in the ship.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
But no, seriously, he sounds like Eric from that 70s show. That's why I'm like, get the actor's name. Topher Grace. I know it's not him. I googled it, but he sounds just enough like him. So now we have a doctor, a vicar, a mechanic, Felix, me, and Ada. We've got a growing crew.
Captain, Felix and the vicar are arguing again.
Hold on. I'll get there in a second. Hold on.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Yeah.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages? I got him here on my datapad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you'd say.
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
I'm serious, and I stand by this. Parvati gives me major vibes of my friend Adrian, even down to the accent, even though it's not the exact same accent, just the way, the inflection of the way they talk. Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
You're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
They were close. Not anymore?
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Next time we hit Gunbreaker, drinks are on me. Wouldn't it be easier to just talk to her about Isabel?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Okay. We will definitely keep an eye on that because I don't want her getting wasted in, you know, anything bad. Search term Sam. Do not forget you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance on mechanical and Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running with a few key modifications. I can envision a combat-capable variant. Some might say a clean, mean killing machine. Oh, God. Removal of a factory standard part, Suds Steeper, was successful. Delivery of combat-modified replacement part, Acid Steeper, has been delayed. Progress setback is estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have much pressing matters to attend to, but I do. I'm giving up hope on that delivery. The part is lost in transit and is not turning up anytime soon. But good news, I heard that from a fellow who knows a gal who knows the broker who overcharged me for the information regarding the location of an acid steeper I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I sure never thought I'd go back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Wells wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details come later. Oops. The biggest of oops. Forged under pressure. Ooh, it's an obsidian skull. That's interesting. Take Pravati the last hope on the Groundbreaker. So we gotta go to... Found entries on Hawthorne's term in the captain's quarters regarding his attempt to turn Sam into a combat capable. So we get to go to Roseway. Got it.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Did you not do that? Just please. I don't know, just that's slightly discomforting, I guess. I don't know. Okay, just putting all this away, take things out of my... Okay, it doesn't. It's just the things that are in my inventory. Got it. Those are all the things I don't have loaded up. Gotcha. I figured that was the case, but I just wasn't positive. Okay, where the fuck are Wingus and Dingus who are fighting?
Young Millstone, you look pensive.
I don't know what that means, but I've been thinking. It ain't easy carrying a torch for the Rangers.
I understand. The Rangers' victories are your victories. Their defeats are likewise crushing.
You serious? Wow, Max. Never expected you to understand.
This may come as a surprise to you, Felix, but I understand what it is to be a fan.
That's so. You know something? Maybe I was wrong about you.
To be a fan is to cultivate a mental disorder. You're living vicariously through a tossball team.
Nah, I was right the first time. You're a git, Max.
Okay, that was not how I expected that conversation to go, but at least it wasn't violent. I expected them to, like, need me to break up the, physical violence between the two. Where the hell is Ellie? That's the bathroom, I forgot. So where's... Wait, hold on. Where's the medical area? It's the Vicar. The fuck tossball trading cards. Bro's got a fucking... Jesus. General Maximilian de Soto. Doctrinal studies. Okay, what's this? Art and Science of Toss. Dude, it's a fucking geek. Not complaining, just like, wow. Index of Banned Literature. Various qualifying considerations. Principal rules of restricted management. Oh my god, fucking geek. I can't tell if this is Felix. Start writing my thoughts down just in case I ever start losing my mind. He is truly a child. Not in a bad way, but like contraband collection of essays anonymous. He's an anarchist. Signed by the two of the greatest players in the league. What's this? Oh, it's a toss ball stick. Okay. Duly noted. Again, though. Where's the doctor's office? Where does Ellie plan on keeping her medicinal quarters? Because there's the engine. What's this?
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
No, I'm good. That's cool to know, though. I like that we have that available, because, geez, in case I fuck something up. Wait, no, that's Felix. What the fuck? Okay, but seriously, where the hell is Ellie?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Let's continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated.
Okay.
Was there another topic on your mind?
We don't need to discuss him directly, but I was wondering how he improved your design.
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Calling it military. I don't know why, but I just feel like she's a military project.